I'm gonna use this. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's been a long time I did a sit down video, and it's about time. This video has been on my mind rent free. Actually, let me take out my iPad. I made some notes, not really like notes of what I'm gonna say, but I'm a yapper and I divert. You know, like I'll go to this topic, then I go like, you see, let me look, I already started nonsense already. So that's why I kind of structured, not really what I was gonna say, but I kind of structured to points I would like to bring up. So as you can see, it's just like little segments. Like the segments that I'm gonna put up is literally what it's gonna be. Okay, it's a cute get ready with me. I'm gonna go but like see some things I want to wait for the MJ like documentary. Most of my things at home, so that yeah, I'm going out with my friend to see if there's anything I can get for the for the Michael Jackson documentary. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a simple cute makeup because it's been a long time I got ready. I haven't been going out like that or doing anything. You know, I did cute things there and there, but I haven't been going out. It's not even a go out, I'm just going to a mall. But yeah. And I'm looking for my foundation. I do not have time. I should not be wasting. I'm just gonna do a concealer makeup. It's just that I don't know what's taking me so long to go find concealer. Like, I'm so irritated. Oh my day. Actually, I found it. I was gonna say I'll be back with you guys. Okay, actually, let's actually start this. So our first point, let's say pre-K-pop. This is not how I started. This is just me pre-K-pop. Yeah, I think 2015 was pre-K-pop for me. I only became a K-pop stan around 2016, like around this month. So that's why I wanted to do it around late April to May. But not really a K-pop fan. I was more of like a K-drama person. I will talk. It's a very interesting story on how I actually became a K-pop fan. Like it was not straightforward. That's so weird to think about. But yeah, pre-K-pop, like I only started having technology in 2015, but in 2014 I was like, 2014 I didn't even use technology like that. I only played games on like my dad's iPad and stuff. Like we had like games on I think it was a shared iPad between me and my siblings. Yeah, so yeah, we just played. There was also I used to love watching the Barbie. There was like a whole app, a Barbie app, like that, that reality Barbie show. I used to be obsessed with that, you know. But this is pre me having any like devices or anything. 2015, that's when I started having like, I had like a tablet, like a Lenovo tablet. In the school, because I moved schools, and the school I was going to has like, they used tablets as textbooks. So I started having my own piece of like you can say my own device like that, but I didn't really get into K-pop or anything. I just watched YouTube, and I started having Instagram and stuff. I'm so shocked that my Instagram account is still from 2015. Like if you look on my Instagram account, you can see it says 2015. Yeah. So that account has been there for years. Also, this YouTube channel was also made in 2015. Well, not made, but like, I registered on YouTube on this channel. So why I'm talking about like technology is the reason why I got into K-pop. Like how other way, K-pop was still like a niche thing. So I have to talk about like internet me. I have to talk about how I got, like, I only found about K-pop through the internet. So I had to talk about how I started having my own device and thing, because that kind of pioneered me to actually become a K-pop stan. You know what I mean? 2016. That's where the year happened. But I think around Jan or Feb, that YouTube era or Rice Gum, the diss tracks musically. I was in that era. Okay, this is before I became a K-pop stan. So Rice Gum, diss tracks. Oh, that was such a very interesting time for YouTube, you know. Like I watched some few YouTubers in 2015. I don't remember them. I think like Ryan Higa, like Lily Singh, I think, like all the people you think in 2015 and 2016 were popping up. Oh, let me not forget My Life is Ava. I was her fan since 2015, you know. Like she went away. I was gonna start a YouTube channel in 20 I was gonna start a YouTube channel in 2015, but I don't know if you guys have this issue. I had like my dad handed me his I think it's 5S or 5E something, an iPhone 5S or something. I forgot what it is, what model it was. But it was fine. It was working fine, and then the Wi-Fi doesn't want to connect. Like it was grayed out. The Wi-Fi part was grayed out. So I made a whole video, everything of DIY. This is so embarrassing to actually talk about. Please don't judge my makeup. I'm just don't want to wear any foundation, and don't judge how I'm putting my concealer, guys. Please. Just want to look a little put together, at least for like it's been such a long time. I got myself ready. Okay, let me not divert. I think I'm talking too much on the pre-K-pop segment, but you guys get the gist. Okay, 2016, and then how I found out about K-pop too. Now this is like next segment to how it all started. So this is still like the YouTube era. I mean, guys, I'm always a YouTube girly. I'll always be a YouTube girly, but I love the Try Guys and what's their name? BuzzFeed in general. Like BuzzFeed has so many different like channels and stuff. Try Guys were one of my favorites, but there's also Try Girls or something. I forgot. Like a lot of people who would react to so many things. So during, I think one of the videos I was watching, I don't know which video I was watching. I don't know was it the Try Guys or it was a BuzzFeed video, but I don't know, it was a reaction video or something. I do not remember. And then it was a BuzzFeed video. I don't remember what it was. Sorry, I just kind of forgot what I was gonna say. And then when you scroll down, like one of the recommends on the corners had like, I don't know, I forgot what it was, but it said reacting to K-drama, and I'm like, what's that? I don't remember the exact video. They're just reacting to K-drama scenes. But I didn't go into K-dramas just yet. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Then my next recommended on the recommend page, like on the corner, was Megan. Oh, it's Megan Choi now. It's Megan Moon. It's Megan Moon right now. But her YouTube channel used to be called Chun Mi Cook Saram. But I'm still subscribed to the girl. And she changed her like maiden name, and then now she's married now. But she had like K-pop stars reacting to American names or Western names in general. So I was like, okay, interesting. I think it was Top Dog, the K-pop group or something. Yeah, like I don't know, the way I found K-pop was a interesting way, guys. I can't yap and do makeup at the same time. How do people react to videos and do makeup at the same time? I don't know. Like I'm just doing something very basic and simple, but I'm not even doing anything on my face. I'm gonna use this. Well, my little baby is full of powder. We'll fix that later. Like guys, I'm gonna cut. Like I need to be done by, girl, I need to be done by like literally 30 minutes. I don't want to be late because I have to, I have to be gone here by 30. Okay, anyway, where was I? I think it was Top Dog, and they were pronouncing like, you know, like not reacting, but they were pronouncing like American names, Western names, like English names, let's say, because it's not American. Yeah. So it was. I'm like, okay, but I didn't get into K-pop just of yet, you know. So I'm just like, okay. Interesting, you know. She just showed up on my recommended, and I think I watched a lot of her videos because at that time she was still teaching in Korea. Like she's still in Korea, but she was teaching, right? And this is a time where teaching in Korea was not as popular as it is now. Like there's a lot of YouTubers now like that, but Megan was one of the few. at the time, like back in 2016. Maybe they were, but they didn't have YouTube channels, I guess. But yeah. But anyway, I was like, okay. And I think I was like, okay, actually, let me watch a K-drama, because I still remember that video. I think I watched several of BuzzFeed videos about that, or maybe one. I don't remember. But I was like, okay. But I searched, because at the time, I didn't know where to watch K-dramas. You know, like, I think at the time, Netflix was not that popular here in South Africa. I think it came off recent. It was like a recent thing. Netflix was only like recent, but it was not as popular, you know. Now it is like almost like everyone has Netflix, but at the time it was not like that well used, you know. It's still a new, like almost like Spotify only came like in 2019 or something, so almost like that. But yeah, so I was like, let me go. I searched on YouTube. I was like searching on YouTube, I'm like, K-dramas. I just searched K-drama and it showed me top 10 kisses. I ruined my first K-drama kiss. Look, like watch, like the first thing, you know, in the K-drama where like it takes a very long time, they hold hands in episode 10 and episode 15 they lock eyes. I ruined like the biggest, like that's like the biggest like spoiler I could do to myself. But I was like, it just showed, the first video was like top 10 K-drama kisses or something. So I searched that. And then the top one was Blood at the time, the K-drama Blood. So I was like, okay, let's watch Blood. I kind of ruined the scene. I already knew how it's gonna happen. I already knew how the kiss scene was gonna happen. So I'm kind of angry that, why did that be the first video? Like, okay. So I watched Blood. And then that's why I started falling in love with K-entertainment in general. Like I said, I first was a K-drama fan before. So this was like late April, around my birthday era. So late April. So it started with K-dramas first. Right. So it's such an interesting, like I have to imagine explaining all this. All I just say is BuzzFeed, Megan Choi. Why am I saying Megan Choi? Sorry, they're saying the wrong. Megan Moon. Why am I saying Choi? Why is Choi stuck in my mind? I'm thinking of a YouTuber in my mind. I'm thinking of another YouTuber. I'm thinking of another YouTuber with that surname. I am so sorry. Like, I think about a YouTuber in that surname. I think I'm doing it too much, because I'm just yapping. I can't yap and do makeup, guys. As you can see, this is... I need to be quick too. I don't want to do too much also. But yo, it looks so bad. It's fine. It's a yap session. If I look decent, it's fine. So let's talk about okay, so that's how I became a K-pop star. Oh, I didn't say it yet. So I was like, okay, I finished watching Blood, and I watched another K-drama. I think I was in the process of watching another K-drama. And then I was like, okay, let's get into K-pop, because let's just get into K-pop. So I searched K-pop on Google, and the first thing that showed up was Big Bang, 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 Bang. So that was my first K-pop song. Everyone knows our our K-pop song was Psy. Like at the time, I didn't know what was K-pop. We didn't know Gangnam Style was K-pop at the time. That was automatically our first K-pop song. Subconsciously, that was our first like K-pop song. You know what I mean? But we didn't understand like the gist, what K-pop is in general. So I don't count it like that, but it is. I will never not discredit Gangnam Style that did his things, right? He did his things. Okay. But the first consciously K-pop song, they say it like that, was Big Bang, 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 Bang. So I was a Big Bang fan at first. So this is 2016 was like where second gen K-pop was coming to an end. It's almost how third gen is coming to an end, but some groups are surviving, because the other groups were surviving. They probably started all like going down towards 2018 and stuff. But you know, this is when like second gen was coming towards the end, or it was like the popular thing, and the third gen groups were the new upcoming artists and stuff. I just don't want to put this on my face. Let me move it. So yeah, Big Bang. And then I searched other K-pop. Like I liked it. Like I was streaming that song. Not streaming. I think I was playing on YouTube. I was playing that song every day. I was enjoying. Bruh, I was like, okay, okay, okay. Like bang, bang, bang. Just like, and then that's how it started. It started like that. And then BTS was like my old group. Yeah, my old group, my favorite BTS song. Like it's still my favorite at this time. I think it was my first one I listened to, or the second song I listened of, because this was the era of Fire, but Dope. Dope was my favorite song, and that came out in 2015. That's still my favorite BTS song. It was my first BTS song and favorite BTS song. Yeah, till date. Dope. Ah, yeah. That's my first. Then Twice. And then I became a Blackpink fan in debut. Not pre-debut. I heard of Blackpink. Like, I was not there in pre-debut of Blackpink, but I was there debut of Blackpink. So I was a debut fan, but at that time it was rumors of, oh, it's gonna be like a Thai girl. It's gonna be like one girl from Australia, another one from New Zealand, and then Jisoo from Korea. So it was like they were just talking about the girls, the final lineup of Blackpink. So yeah, I just saw it on the internet, and at this time I was so active on Twitter. I'm not as active anymore. Like I'm not on Twitter like that, but I was so active on Twitter at the time. And there were so many different applications. Amino app, who remembers that? Like, EXO, like, it was tough being an EXO fan and a BTS fan at that time, because there were a lot of fan wars then with that. And I'm sitting here going, girl, I think this is too much. Oh my gosh. Why does this look so saturated? Ha. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to move to the next sessions because I'm talking for too long. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about cultural significance or impact of liking K-pop. K-pop was a niche. It was people who encountered me, was the first time of hearing this thing. Besides one girl who knew what K-pop, like they knew of K-pop, but majority of the people didn't know what K-pop was. So people are so racist. Like a lot of like K-pop fans in 2016 will understand how people were so racist, homophobic towards like K-pop, because K-pop liked to experiment with hair color, hair dye, and people were just straight up racist, and any Asian person someone saw, they were like, oh, your people, like it irritated me. Like, it's so interesting how things change. It's not like it's so crazy for the new K-pop fans here in South Africa. You guys are lucky. Like, I mean, yeah, there's still people who are gonna say something about it, but now there's also another like cultural significance of being a K-pop fan at this era, because K-pop fans are seen as crazy online, so you're probably gonna be portrayed as a Korea boo or crazy too, as your first count, someone who learns you're a K-pop stan or something. But not all people think that, but that's like, you guys really ruined the why we look crazy online. Anyway, you having interest on like Asian culture or something, because at that time, like, it was a time when people were racist to Asians, let's say, like right now Asia is like the new popular thing, like with the Chinese trends, with the Chinese fashion, the food. Like this year is so strange. Like, I knew about like Chinese Lunar Year all the time, but this year was popular. Like, it was so popular, and I've been seeing a lot of like commentary videos talking about how, because at the time it was not that, like last year Chinese New Year was not that popular. Asian foods getting popular, a lot of Asian restaurants here. Yeah, at the time, people are just, like, I mean, it's a good progress shape for the Asian people, but it's just so interesting. Like, it's just such a, I'm just sitting, I'm like, you guys were so racist. Like, what? So at the time, it was unusual to see someone into Asian culture at the time. So being a K-pop stan in 2060, I guys, you need to be strong, bro. You were judged. Like, I was judged. So it's so interesting to see like how it's normalized now, which it's I'm glad it is, but I do miss the niche. Like it just felt like it was something like I miss the nicheness of K-pop. Like, you know, how it just I thought I was the only oh my gosh. Because I think I'm gonna turn into like 2018 where I think it was I actually have the poster here. Bring the Soul. That movie, that BTS movie, Bring the Soul. And it was actually aired. I was in so many like WhatsApp K-pop groups, like the South African ones. I always really thought I was so shocked when I found there was like South African K-pop fans. I thought I was the only one. Like obviously you being judged liking K-pop, you know, people saying racist things in front of me about K-pop, and I'm like, obviously that's not on me as a black person, but towards Asian people, I'm like, damn, you guys are so like prejudiced around Asian people. Like, what they do to you. So that's how it was. Like, it's just that's how I can just say the changes of that, like the impact, the changes is that people, people can still be racist, but like towards like K-pop in Asia, but like it's popular now, it's known, like people know now, like okay, you know, it's not as niche anymore, you know, like oh okay, K-pop, they know what K-pop is. They're like, oh, what is that, you know? It used to be like a whole conversation. Now you have to talk about what K-pop is. Yeah, so it is interesting, and I'm glad it changed for the good, people being less racist, and you know, I can't even like, yeah, like I just felt, that's why I'm saying I always felt like the only K-pop fan at the time. Obviously I wasn't surrounded, only one girl knew it, and obviously that's her other culture, so obviously she would know it. But like other than that, people are just so racist towards it, and I was like, hi boo, you guys, I'm really concentrating because this is the most it's raining, guys. I don't know, doing my makeup when it's raining is a good idea because yeah, can you hear that? You can hear rain, like it's raining like heavily. What if my makeup gets ruined in the rain and I look ugly and dumb? I don't know, I'm not sure about this concealer. Like I can't really yap and do makeup at the same time, guys. This is actually really, really hard. How do people do reaction videos like this? You guys are strong. Yeah. Okay, I still have time. I just don't wanna, I'm just checking on time, and I don't wanna like divert too long. Like it's a yap session, but it's kind of structured. I'm making sure I'm structured because I'm gonna go all the way. Okay, where was I? Yeah, the impact. I'll just say impact wise. This is like personal wise. Oh, I was gonna talk about the BTS movie. So when I went to Bring the Soul, I was so shocked. I was like, hi boo, where were you guys? We were so many of us. That's where I made a lot of my in person, when I made all my K-pop, like I made my in-person friends, like because I had like online K-pop friends, but like it increased more when I came to uni, or when I started doing TikTok, increased more. But at the time, they were like Twitter friends and WhatsApp, like K-pop friends, like weird. I'm still moods with them. Like, girl, we came so far. Like, yes, you know, at the time when you were in those random WhatsApp groups. Yeah, but this was like, yo, we came so far, and I'm like, damn, some of these people, I was moods with you guys back in 2016, 18, no, 26, not 2016, 2018, that's when like I joined those groups, around high school. And like weirdly, I sat next to someone, I was in, mind you, 2018, I was in grade 9 in 2018, so mind you, I was in grade 9 at this time, and I think this person studied at UCT, because she was like, oh my gosh, because I sat next to her saying, oh my gosh, there's like it's called CAS, it's like a Korean like society something, and she's like, oh, I'm in this society, CAS or something. I was like, oh, cool. Who knew I was gonna come to this place? Anyway, that's an interesting take, because I did talk with so many random people. They were so nice, like to see people who like K-pop, and me talking about how people are so racist with them was so interesting. Yo, I don't know about this makeup. Oh my gosh. And like time is ticking, so I cannot be hating it right now. I need to go buy new concealer. Speaking, because we're going to that more. I think they stopped talking about the impact. Not really the impact, but this was an impact in my life of how people perceive me of liking this. Now let's talk about general changes in K-pop now. Then yeah. So next segment. This section is not the okay, I already said the impact, the changes. There's a lot of changes within K-pop. Like I'm just gonna say within K-pop and my experience with K-pop, like this is music videos, style changed. A lot of things are bound to change. It's interesting. Like a lot of apps I used to use are all gone. Like goodbye V Live. This is looking so bad. Why am my makeup looking so crunchy? I'm like, I'm gonna crash out. Okay. Did I make this other one smaller then? And why does it look so cakey? I love making my eyebrows smaller, but I don't know about this. They're so different. They look completely different. They're always like a slight different, but this one is a bit longer. Maybe if I try draw and make it longer. That's better. I think just making it longer was the only trick. Yeah. But I think I don't know if I'm gonna put these two together. I'm also gonna say I feel old in K-pop. Because I'm saying changes and feeling old. I think that goes hand in hand. Because I'm turning 24 in 5 days. In 4 days! Guys, I'm so old. I'm turning so old. I'm going to be 24 in a few days, guys. You are yes. Guys, I feel extremely old. One, the crowd is the younger audience are joining K-pop, obviously, but that doesn't. I still like my moods. I still have my moods from the back in the day. There are new people who like K-pop I'm meeting, so the audience not really much. But on TikTok, I can say like when I'm on the comment section, someone say, "Oh yeah, I'm 16." That was like my peak K-pop era when I was at that age. Yo, my gosh, you guys are making me feel so old. But it doesn't really impact me that much. The one that impacts me are the ages of the K-pop artists themselves. Everyone is so young. It started with New Jeans. When I saw like New Jeans were like, oh, you are my brother's age mates. Oh no. I was like, ha. You're younger than my brother. I think that's like the biggest change for me. Like besides all the nostalgia, it's bound to happen. Change will always happen. K-pop from now will be different from K-pop. It's been 10 years. It's gonna change. Music industry's changed. Studies change. Studies change. Everything's gonna change. That's bound to happen. Apps come and go. Trends come and go. It's fine. Age is that's what's taking me off. It's not the same anymore. Like the old groups are not as active. NCT. A lot of people are leaving. Like the contracts are coming towards an end. So it makes sense. But I'm sad. But yeah, I think this was like a small chat. I always wanted to talk about like K-pop and how I feel about it in its current state. Usually not really. This is not like a video essay about K-pop changes. It's about me and my experience of being a K-pop fan for 10 years. And then I get outside looking like this because I look so bad. Like my concealer's not laid. My hair is like, you can see the hair here. I look bad. Let me just finish up this. I don't know. I should have done my eyebrows and just kept them natural because I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I just wanted to look put together, but now I'm regretting it. Okay. This might sit and make it a little better. I'm gonna just pause the video and come back and just wait for this face to set, and then I can say my proper goodbyes. Guys, I'm actually not happy with this process. Yeah, I'm just gonna close this video, and I think I'm gonna remove my concealer because my eye is irritated. My eye got really irritated. I don't know, this eye has been doing this ever since grad, so I think I'm going to do this in 2 seconds. Hey guys, this is the finishing look. Not the best I've done. This head, and you can still see some errors and stuff, but it looks decent. And it's so hard to do a get ready with me with like a very structured yap session. Like, yeah. That is so difficult, but I hope you guys actually really liked the video, that I didn't divert too much. I tried to make it structured yap session, but I'm a little late. Like, look at the time, I have 9 minutes to go down right now. But yeah, I hope you guys liked my video. I think I'm gonna wear a scarf. It's a little cold. 16 degrees is quite cold, so I'm just gonna wear a scarf, and then I'm just gonna, this is like my OOTD, a very comfortable one, because I'm just going to the mall and yeah, doing those things. Let me not yap for too long until I'm actually late.